Hi everyone, this is the overview video for week 6. I really enjoyed last night's class. I thought you guys did a fantastic job on your presentations, wonderful questions. I really do appreciate how hard and how dedicated you all are to teaching. So here is the task list for this week. So we've already gone through and we finished the agenda for last night. So by the 5th, I'd like you to read chapter 12, complete activity 5, which I think is right here. So remember I gave you time in class to think about this and start writing notes and everything. But it really follows along with your textbook, with what we talked about last night, and with the RTI information from the weeks before that we've been building up to. Whoops. And then you'll also, the behavior management activity was the activity that we did in class, and I've given you all your grade, so you got full credit for participating. And remember that this resource continues to be there for you if you want to check it out or try something this week. Let's keep going through. So on the 6th, so next Monday, we won't be meeting face-to-face, and we actually won't be meeting online either. Instead, I want you to make it through the UDL module, which I think will be released. It'll definitely be released by next Monday. Hopefully it'll be released by Friday. And there you're going to be working with chapter 5. The UDL modules, which are 3 or 4 short movies, and then you'll be working on your first stab at a lesson plan. And one of the movies is actually me going through the lesson plan, so you can see what the expectations are. And as you told me last night, all of you have actually completed a lesson plan so far this year, or since you've been in the program. We have the link to the Google Doc that we worked on last night, or the Google PowerPoint, and so that's right there. And then here is activity 5. So once again, I gave you the framework last night, the graphic organizer to take notes on, and then the expectation is you use the notes from class, you use the textbook, and then you use your own experience to answer all of the questions. I just wanted to review some of the websites. So last night we looked at, I'll pull this down so you can see the URL, the rtiforsuccess.org, and this is a great resource for shifting data into a useful tool. So for progress monitoring, for the universal screening, that first part of RTI, and also for the multi-level prevention system. And so it gives you some really great resources here. We also took a look at pbisworld.com, and remember this is the one where you have a behavior that you're working on. So for example, inappropriate language, and this is what it looks like. If this is your student, you click on yes, and then they give you first a few, before you start, important points. Try multiple interventions. Each intervention should be tried for a minimum of 4 weeks, and more than one intervention may be implemented at the same time. You need to collect and track specific data on each intervention tried and its effect. And if your data indicates no progress after a minimum of 6 months, you may consider moving on to tier 2 interventions. So you can see that interventions actually have to be tried. It's not a one-stop shop. You try this for a week and then you let it go, but this is something that you really need to continue with. And then as we showed last night, there's all these different interventions that they give you, so you can actually, and they also have the data tracking forms, and you can see I've tried this for at least 6 months, take me to tier 2. So let's just click on talk to a parent, and then why I should do it, when I should do it, how do I do it, and then here's also the resources, so tips for talking with parents and a teacher's guide to talking with parents. So once again, this is a great resource to kind of solve problems. The other resource we went to was Intervention Central. Remember, they have academic interventions, behavior interventions, they've got videos, products and workshops as well. They have a blog where different educators talk about different themes. And last night we went over the behavior interventions, and still loading. And what we really focused on was just getting to know the function, the significant steps, and then the outcomes, the hopeful outcomes from implementing these interventions. So it looks like the website isn't going to load, but let's see if the academic ones go faster. No. But these are the resources that we gave you so that you could continue to challenge yourself to use some of these evidence-based practices. Let me just pull up the PowerPoint and make sure we've kind of gone through everything. And so, yeah, we talked about the RTI. We did the collaborative learning with the 4-2-1. We talked about the behavior tiers, the interventions, and this last part, the stakeholder interviews, the veteran teacher observation. I'm going to be moving both of those to the following week, week 7, so that you don't have anything more this week, but I think you'll have a lot of time next week because I actually took out the IRIS module and made that into a video and a support thing. So hopefully that all will help you. So this is the discussion on stakeholder interview and observation. And the reason for us actually having the discussion is that I really want you to learn from each other. You all saw some really amazing things, and it would be sad if we didn't capture that for each other to really learn and hear and remember. You know, I say so much of education is about remembering what to do when you need to do it. So once again, read chapter 12 so that you can finish activity 5. The behavior management activity has already been graded on 227. Next week, you just need to do the online module, and here are the homework assignments for the online module. If you have any questions, please contact me, call, email, text. I am here for you, and I want to be as supportive as I can as you develop into the best teachers you can be. Thank you.